Hello, everybody. My name is Tai Tiger. You're watching the Three Ranger Bros Studios, where myself, Cosplay Dude 637, and the Red Cornish Ranger come to you guys every single Tuesday, sometimes Friday, with shorts sprinkled throughout the week, and a podcast episode every 22nd, and entertain you guys in the geeky, nerdy way. And I hope everyone is doing great. Now, today, myself and the Red Cornish Ranger are diving in to Power Rangers once again, and we're talking our top 6 favorite primary Megazords. So what does that mean? That means we're only using Megazords that they get fast. So they're primary Megazords. So that's no 6 range Megazords. That's no Ultra Zords. That's no auxiliary Zords that that are used as attachments and none of that. It's a very fast Megazord that they get. Obviously, Red Corner Stranger has got 3 picks. I've got 3 picks. And we're gonna go see exactly what our top 6 are. But before we do, I do encourage you guys to, of course, hit the like button on this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, because it does show your support. We're halfway to 100. And hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss another Tuesday upload. And like I said, we've got short sprinkled out throughout the week. We have every other Friday we drop a new video. We have a podcast episode dropping every 22nd. There's lots of content for you guys to soak up on this channel. And, of course, we encourage you guys to let us know your top 6 primary Megazords in the comments and try to follow along with the same rules that we used. So, you have to stick to the main Megazord, no attachments, no auxiliary Zords, no 6 Megazords, and no Ultra Zords. I'm very looking forward to seeing your comments. With that being said, let's dive into our top 6 primary Megazords. Okay, we're talking technically top 6 Megazords, but we're splitting it each, so 3-3-3 for me. You can go first with your top 3 primary Megazords, which means no 6th Megazords and no extra Megazords. We're talking the very first Megazord that you get, very first Megazord we ever used. No add-ons, no extra Zords or anything, just the main Megazord themselves. What you got?
Right, so the first one I have is the Astro Megazord. So one of the reasons I like this is because it's a fucking spaceship. I mean, it is, and as a fan of Star Trek and that, that is the sort of thing you want. It's a spaceship. It can travel faster than light, but then it can also turn into the Megazord as well. And yeah, I just, it is one of my favorites because of that reason. Like I say, it is a freaking spaceship, and you don't have to get bogged down with all that combining nonsense either. I mean, yes, it is great to see all the Zords, singular Zords combined into one, but this is just a singular Zord, and obviously it has that extra feature without mentioning 6 Zords, but the Delta Mega ship as well. But yeah.
Yeah, great pick. I love the little red highlights on the chest and on the legs. I don't think it's got any on the arms. But I do like the fact that it's blue, very gorgeous, chromy silver as well added on top. Only thing that always confused me about that Megazord, it has little blasters on its legs, right by its ankles,
Yeah.
and that's always confused me. Why does it have laser blasters on its ankles? Why there
Well,
of all
when,
places?
when it's in its ship form, those lasers are on top.
Yes, but why are they on his ankles?
By the time it opens its legs up, that just sounded wrong.
Yeah, honestly, great first pick. Again, like you said, it's a fucking spaceship. Come on, it's a humongous ship that can
Yeah.
turn into a Megazord. And honestly, as much as I do like the whole idea of like 3 to 5 plus Megazords combining into one, it is also cool seeing that one individual Zord that can turn and like seeing how it transforms. And we're not obviously picking 6 Ranger Zords, but the Dragon Zord and the Quantum Rex also come to mind because they're their own individual Megazords as well.
Yeah.
Just one singular vehicle slash animalistic dinosaur thing that turns into a Megazord is also like in itself really cool. So yeah, honestly, if this was like a top 10, it'd definitely be up there, 110%.
Yeah, it kind of like has a warrior mode, but it's a Megazord, as
Yeah.
it were. Right.
Okay.
My next one? Yeah. Right. I want to make sure I get the name right. So okay, yeah. That's not the net. That's not the one. That's the one, isn't it? Then my next one is the Titan Megazord, which is obviously the Mystic Forces main Megazord, and again, it is a very simple reason why I like this one is because the Rangers actually morph into their Zords. They actually become their Zords. Obviously, then you have the whole they combine and then they end up in those little pepper pots on a chessboard. But I just like the fact that when they actually call for their Zords, they actually transform into them. And then with the combination, and as well, it has that secondary combo of being in that sort of dragon esque mode as well, which is quite cool.
Yeah, I thought a lot of people do find it odd that they turn into their Zords, but again, it's
I
magic.
like it.
Yeah, I like it too. I'm just saying a lot of people seem to like deem it odd or bizarre. And then if you really generally think about it, when they transform, like the question, does it hurt them that they're transforming? Because technically they are their Zords, but that's a discussion for another day. Um, I think my favorite bit about this Zord is one, it has some form of wizard hat
Yeah,
kind of looking
yeah.
thing. It does like it looks it's meant to symbolize like a wizard's hat, which is kind of goofy looking but cool at the same time. And I just love the red and gold on its chest and shoulder.
Yeah, that
The
is
the symbol. It just looks so cool.
red and gold is always good. Good set of colours. Bit of black in
It's
there, and
yeah, definitely a good combination. Um, yeah, so far you got 2 solid Megazords.
so I'll go for my last one. Um, is the Thunder Megazord. Now, obviously, I know this is the primary one of season 2.
Yeah,
So, I
yeah, it
mean,
counts.
yeah, how you want to find that, I don't know. I mean, it's not the Mighty Morphin's primary one, but it is the primary one of that particular season. And I just like the Thunder Swords, especially with the whole sword on the side as well,
Mm.
and even doing the assault vehicle mode as well, which I tried to incorporate in my story. I don't know how successful I was with it.
Honestly, I've always liked this Megazord. I love the green sort of like gem on the chest. It's meant to look
Yeah,
like a samurai looking thing. It looks very like bulky, but again, like you said, the sword on the
but
side just adds this like level of badassery at the same time.
yeah, it's
And
it's more of a really, you say bulky. It's more like just a really armored samurai.
yeah,
It's not meant for elegance. It's meant for striking and being powerful.
and this is gonna sound like a really daft sentence, and I know it does, but I've always really appreciated the way that the legs work. The blue Zord and the yellow Zord, the way that they turn into
Yeah.
the legs, and the way that their colors really stand out. I know that's a really daft sentence, but I've always just appreciated like how dominant their colors are in this Megazord.
Mm. Yeah, they are
Um,
very, especially the green in the black lion sword.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, great 3 picks. I'm just really glad that you didn't pick my 3 picks because now I get to talk about my 3 favorite Megazords. um, so my first one comes from a very controversial season. It's more than likely the most hated season of all time. But again, we've had this discussion before. You can still like something even though it comes from a bad season, and that's the legendary Megazord from Super Mega Force. It's pirate themed, man. Come on, it got guns
Yeah,
galore. It literally has a cannon in its chest, guns for wrist cannons. It can have guns coming out of its legs. Its shoulder pads are literal guns too. It's a pirate stacked upon guns.
yeah. And I
It's
mean, let's face it. If they'd done that season well, this wouldn't be such a controversy, like you say. But it is what it is in the end. Like I always say, Superman Force is my lowest favorite.
Don't get me wrong, I don't like Super Mega Force. I much prefer the Sentai, but you can still appreciate something out of a bad season,
Yeah,
and it's just this Megazord just looks absolutely awesome. Like pirate themed stuff is always cool. I love the pirate. Like every Zord has a pirate logo, which also
yeah.
stands out on the Megazord. And I just find it really amusing that if it ever kicks an opponent with the yellow leg, it's kicking someone with a chest, like a gold chest. I just find that funny. Um, so apparently, according to my live on TikTok, my second pick is actually amongst some fans. Actually, apparently this is a massive loved one, and I feel like it doesn't get talked about a lot. But it has to go to the Delta Squad Megazord from SPD.
Yeah, that is a good one as well. I especially like the way that it. What's to say is when it's with its guns, it sort of like move that it leaps to the side but far in
Yeah,
at the same time.
yes, it's quite bulky, but it looks like it looks police-esque. It's
Mm.
got the SPD logo on its head. Like you said, the way it jumps to one side and just blasts with the pistol. It just looks so sick. I don't do car theme seasons. Like car Megazords bore me, but SPD is just absolutely goated. I just love the way this thing looks. It's mostly white with nice little bit of highlight with the other colors.
I think
We
they
can
definitely
still.
had quite good Zords in that season.
Yeah, me too. We can still see the numbers as well, because obviously they're numbered 1 through 5, and you can see all
Mm.
5 numbers on the Megazord. So yeah, honestly, it's just I believe it's the best vehicle-esque primary Megazord that they have in Power Rangers.
Yeah, definitely. And last but not
Um,
least,
Well, this should be an absolute given. I mean, no one should be surprised that this is my favorite Megazord of all time, because
I
I'm gonna go
guess.
with a Wild Force Megazord, because Wild
Yeah.
Force is my favorite season. I adore this thing like all absolute tomorrow. You can see all 5 animals. It's built absolutely beautifully. It's just really well combined. I love the fact that the tail of the eagle becomes the head, but it also represents a lion at the same time. This thing is just an absolute masterpiece. I don't care. No one can take me down off of this brand. I don't care. This is my favorite Megazord.
Yeah, that is a good one as well.
I
I
just like the
also
way. Gone.
I like the fact that they're more autonomous as well. Is that the
Yeah.
right word?
I just like the fact that we have 5 animals that are completely different. Okay, maybe the lion and tiger are very similar because they're both big cats, but you have 5 very different animals, and they somehow manage to make it make sense in a Megazord. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And we have our 6 Megazords. I think we did a pretty good job. Okay, I
Yep.
picked one a
Big
bit
crossover for a
controversial.
change.
And we've also managed to kind of cover a lot of the many years of Power Rangers. I think the latter half, the last couple of seasons didn't get picked, but I mean we grew up with Power Rangers, so
Yeah.
we're gonna pick some of the older seasons.
I mean, I
But
could have chose the original Megazord, and I mean that is a favourite as well. I'm bloody building it for Christ's sake.
yeah, that's very true. But yeah, honestly, I think we did a good job with our 6 Megazords. And with that, folks, thank you very much for watching. Let us know what your guys' favourite Megazord out of our top 6 that you guys think. And of course, this list definitely could have a part 2. I may do this list with another council member or the other Free Ranger Bro Cosplay Dude 67, if that makes sense. Kind of mix up a bit. Do let us know what you guys, think of our order? Would you change it around a little bit? We want to know. Get involved. And of course, like we said in the beginning, let us know your favourite Megazords from Power Rangers. Also, we could do this with 6 Rangers, we could do this with Ultra Zords, Extra Zords and stuff. So do let us know if you want to see different types of versions of these lists. We're very happy to dive in and do more stuff like that. And of course, hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell so you guys don't miss another video. And it does show your support. We're halfway to 100. Also, do not forget to check out the 3 Ranger Bros audio library, which is our second channel where our collaborative, collected audio dramas are being hosted. Now, us 3 Free Ranger Bros actually met through wanting to make audio dramas, and we came together, and we do make audio dramas separately, but we actually do have some audio dramas that we've made together. Our main one being Power Rangers Global, which is a brand new storyline with brand new Rangers, new power sets, fighting the evil Loki, and we have more stories coming. We've got a space exploration story, a Marvel story, a DC storyline, a Digimon storyline, and a Pokemon storyline that we're going to venture forth and explore. So, make sure you check out the 3 Ranger Bros audio library as well. Subscribe to that channel. Go check out some awesome stories. I'm the narrator and the writer, but the 2 other boys do make their own characters, voice their own characters. The council members are also involved, and, it's just a lot of fun. So with that being said, thank you guys for checking out this video. Don't forget to check out the rest of the channel, check out the rest of the geeky content, and we shall see you guys in the next one.